Today I'm here to show you how to make a really easy and simple dressy scarf. All you need to know how to do is make the chain stitch. It's extremely simple, and yeah, it can be styled different ways. I have it in more of a necklace style, but if you wanted to, you could make it a little closer to the neck and actually use it for warmth. All you really need is just a skein of sort of like shimmery yarn. I'm using Red Heart Boutique Sashay Metallic. This is classified as a super bulky weight, though I don't know, I think it might be more bulky, but whatever. The color is Diamonds, and yeah, so I'm just using this because I thought that it would work up really nice and look pretty. You'll need a tapestry needle to weave in ends, and then you'll need a large crochet hook. This is a size Q. You can actually even use your fingers if you really wanted to. This will just make it a little bit more uniform. I'll actually show you both ways, so that way you can see which one you prefer. Okay, so you're going to need to make a slip knot. I am not going to make the tail too terribly long, but you can make it as long as you want. If you wanted to, you could even add like a little fringe. If you wanted to do that, that's fine. Now, if you wanted to do this with your fingers, what you would do is we're just basically making the chain stitch. That's pretty much it. So you could just, to do it with your fingers, you would just reach through the loop like that, pull it out, and then just keep doing it. The only problem doing with that is you won't be able to keep your tension the same. I mean, you can see like it's sort of all over the place, but it doesn't look bad. So if you don't have the right size hook, this would work too. I just find that I like mine a little bit more uniform, but it works nice and actually feels really nice. So yeah, so I made my slip knot, which you saw me do, and now I'm going to use the hook. But I'm going to do this very loosely. One, I don't want to tear the little like metallic fibers that are in this, and two, you know, I want it to sort of look as if I could have done it by hand. Now if you wanted to, you could go ahead and work the tail in, which is what I'm going to do. So I'm just going to grab it and hold it with the other yarn, and then you're just pulling through and making the chain stitch. It's really that simple. And so I'm going to go ahead and do some more so you can see like what it looks like. Now, if you wanted to, you can make this whatever length you want. And I think it would look really nice, you know, pretty much at any length. I am going to make this quite long. In fact, I may use the entire skein because I wanted it to sort of like loop around my neck a bunch of times. I'm not wearing this for warmth, obviously. This is a little dressy. And yeah, so, okay, you have to be careful because I just watched myself do it. This yarn is basically, let's see if I can open it up. It's basically like a mesh material. Can you see that? Let me put my hand behind it. See? And your crochet hook will go into that if you're not careful. Alright, so I'm going to continue to do this, and we will see where we end up. I'm going to just kind of try it on and see, you know, at what point I like it, but I will probably make the entire thing, and then if I need to, I can pull it out. You know, if it's too long or whatever. But for now, let me show you. This is what I have so far. You can see the chain. It's really nice, and I think it's going to be quite pretty. So it sort of looks like if you know, weren't too close, it almost looks like it's braided, which that would actually look really pretty with this yarn too, I think, as long as you did it really, really loosely. Yeah, so I'm going to go ahead and just continue to do that. And actually, you know, I worked that little loop in the bottom, and I don't know if that's going to work. It seems to be coming out. But anyway, I will be back once I am done doing all of these little loop-to-loop things with the hook, and then I will show you what it looks like when it's done. All right, See you then. Okay, so you can see I am towards the end, and I am just going to make my last 2, I guess. Well, no, I'll just make my last one. And then, so I'm just going to bind off, so I'm just going to sort of stick my fingers through that, grab the yarn, pull it out, and then I'm just going to make a knot. Is that going to actually knot? Alright, it's good enough. Alright, so yeah, I'm going to go ahead and show you the other end. Actually, I'm going to show you the whole thing. Look at it. Wow. Alright, so it looks like a big jumbled mess right now, and I guess it is, but that's fine. You know, I had worked in this end. I'm going to pull it out, though, because it's really, I'm going to actually need it. I didn't think about it before, but, so, note to all of you peoples, it might not be wise to work that in. I'll put a note. There we go. Alright, so, if you want to, you could make sure that this is, you know, it's not twisted a bunch of times, and that's probably what I'll do before I tie it. I don't think it really is going to matter too much, but yeah, I don't know. It's really soft. Alright, but once I get it straightened out, I'm going to try to lay it down elsewhere or something. I'm just going to knot these 2 ends. So basically the tails. And again, make sure, like if you want to, if it matters to you, make sure that this isn't all twisted. It might look a little better, I don't know, but I'm not going to worry about it right now. I will, yeah. So I'm just going to make a knot. And then I'm going to try it on. And I didn't make a full knot. I just sort of did it one time. I'm going to try it on first before I finalize the knot, and then weave in the ends all the way. Or I guess I could probably just make a few knots and then leave it hang, or cut it off or something like that. Alright, so I am going to try this on. Make sure that I am okay with the length, and then I will come back and show you what it looks like. Yeah. Oh, and it took me about, I don't know, less than 30 minutes to do all of this. I was watching an episode of Parks and Rec on Hulu, and you know, there's ads and stuff, so I think it's a little less than 30 minutes, but probably, I don't know, maybe close. It didn't take me the entire time to finish, so yeah. I just came back, you know, to do the last like chain for you guys. Alright, I'll be back. Okay, so I basically wound it up. It ended up being pretty even. So if I pull on it, you know, there's not a whole lot of difference in it. So when it hangs, it's sort of like that. It's a very long necklace, and I even thought about maybe taking a few of the, you know, the little twists or whatever, and twisting them up and making them a little shorter, but I really like this for now, and but you can do it however you want to. I'm gonna actually do a smaller representation for you, so that way you'll be able to see it, because it's kind of hard to get all of this on camera. Okay, so I want to show you how I sort of tied it, but unfortunately that's just kind of hard to do on this camera, so I just tied a piece of string so that I can show you. Okay, so I didn't want it to be too, like, to have a big knot anywhere, but if you wanted to, you could do it a different way, but this is how I did it. I just brought, like, the midpoint up to the back, and so I was left with, like, 2 little hangy things, and I grabbed the ends of that, and then I twisted it, and then again you're left with little twisty, like you're gonna be left with like little ends that sort of hang down on their own and they're not around. If you like that look, that's fine. What I ended up doing was I just twisted them in the back. So I just grabbed them, twisted them there, and did the same thing for this one. Another way is you take it, this is behind your neck, and then you just start circling it at the length that you want. and then at the end you'll circle that back up and do that. And that works pretty good too. Okay. But once you get it the way you want, you can just leave it like that and just wear it. You know, just put it over your neck and then you're good to go. But I think since I know I'm going to want it this way, and I will show you, I did have to sort of twist it here in the back a little bit, so that way they all draped this way, because a lot of times it was sort of like I'd have these two little pieces hanging off the side all by themselves. So yeah, and they didn't go around my neck properly. So I just twisted here in the back a couple of places, but it seemed to work out. So to secure it, I've decided, since I have these little tails, which now I can't seem to find them. Oh, they're there. Since I have these tails, I'm just going to use this extra little bit of yarn to secure it. So this one is a little longer, so I'm just going to wrap it around. And if you want, since this spreads open, which is kind of hard for me to do while I'm still holding that, but let's see. Yeah. So it spreads open. If you wanted to, you could, you know, sort of use that to cover everything. Like cover maybe like those little twists that you might have to make, like I did, to get it to lay flat. And I'm probably just not tying it correctly. No, there's lots of ways you can tie scarves, but I just wanted to kind of keep it as simple as possible. And this yarn, while it looks really big, it condenses down. So I'm going to cover that like that and then just make a knot. And that will be that for the scarf. I probably will hide the ends. Just sort of stick it in there, but I don't actually think it's that bad. It sort of hides itself. I mean, it's all sort of sparkly. Okay, so I have it here just showing up on a hanger, so that way you could see how it drapes. It's really pretty. I like it. I really, really like it, actually. Now, I did my loops sort of longer, so it won't be that close to the neck. If you prefer it to be shorter, just loop it that way. You know, you can loop it however you want, and, you know, the look will be different. And as for, like, how I tied it on there, I didn't tie the knot so tight that I couldn't undo it, and so I could wear it a different way. And really, this is so easy that I could make multiples of them if I really, really wanted to. See, if you look, it's just sort of shiny and it's really, really pretty. I really like it. This yarn, it's actually really, really nice. I will probably buy some more of this and make some more of these, because I know I have lots of friends and family who would love, 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 love these. So I will probably be making a lot of these, but it just seems so simple that I just had to do a video for you guys. So alright, thank you guys for watching. I hope you've enjoyed this tutorial, and let me know what you think. Alright, have a good one. Bye.